Will these upcoming 2025 movie releases make $1 billion at the box office? We have the live-action adaptation of Snow White coming out next month, March 21st, and there is a lot of controversy around this film. But in terms of this film, this is a Disney project. It is a live-action remake of the original Snow White. It is going to rake in a lot of money. People will go and see this film, especially families and children. I think there's a 55% chance this will make $1 billion at the box office. While Mufasa the Lion King didn't quite get there, it went around the $660 million mark. I feel like this will get slightly more and potentially even go further and exceed $1 billion. Mickey 17, we have the director of The Parasite returning to make this crazy blockbuster. Interesting premise, and we have Toni Collette, Mark Ruffalo, and then our lead star Robert Pattinson. Was a lot to enjoy here, but I think there's about a 20% chance this will make $1 billion at the box office. I think it will make a decent amount of money, but I don't think it's going to drag enough people to the cinema to really rake up that box office success. Avatar: Fire and Ash, James Cameron's third installment in the Avatar trilogy. Avatar: Fire and Ash. There is no doubt that this is going to just look amazing and sensational. The acting's going to be there. I was pleasantly surprised with Avatar: The Way of Water. I'm going to be confident and say there is about a 90% chance this will make $1 billion at the box office. I know that is so hard to say, but I think this is just going to crush it. People are going to flood out to the cinemas again to see this amazing masterpiece and what James Cameron has cooked up. The Fantastic Four first steps. The introduction of the Fantastic Four into the MCU is going to spark up a lot of people running to the cinema, especially superhero fans and people that like the original goofy Fantastic Four from 2005 and 2007. There is definitely going to be a lot of success with this film. I believe they will make a lot of their money back, and I think they're going to do a really good job. But in terms of this film making $1 billion, I think there's about a 40% chance this is going to make $1 billion at the box office. I don't quite see it exceeding $1 billion. I'm not overly confident, but if it gets a lot of good press and it was coming out saying this is the Fantastic Four, they're finally back on track, this is the one to go see, then I think it can rake up that money at the box office. One of my most anticipated films of 2025, The Thunderbolts, is coming out real soon after Captain America: Brave New World being a bit of a lackluster start for the MCU in 2025. I think this is going to be the one to really inject energy into the MCU again. This film looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, Wyatt Russell, David Harbour. There is so many actors and characters that I love in the MCU that are all appearing together. I actually really like Wyatt Russell's character, but I am not confident this is going to get to $1 billion. I think there's about a 20% chance the Thunderbolts will get to over $1 billion, if that. I think it will make its money back and be a success, hopefully, but there is chances it could also be a flop because just no one goes to see it. Not that it's a bad movie, just no one goes out to see it, so that's a bit of an issue and a bit of a worry for me about this one, but I'm hoping that's not the case, and I hope this film performs well and that it is the fun thrill ride that the trailers are showing it to be. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. The last Mission Impossible was quite disappointing at the box office. Despite the film being really good, I felt like it really held up compared to the others in the trilogy. Mission Impossible Fallout is probably still my favorite at this point in time. I think there's about a 60% chance with this one. I think I'm a bit more confident with this one making $1 billion at the box office, especially the fact that it's called The Final Reckoning, so people know this is the last in the series and it's going to be wrapping everything up, so people could even binge watch on streams and watch the other films and see this is the final conclusion. And the last major release I want to talk about is Superman. Oh man, I'm so hyped for this film. Superman is my favorite superhero of all time. I'm so thrilled to be seeing this new portrayal of Superman. I am a bit worried it's going to be a bit jam-packed with characters, but I think there's about a 50% chance that this makes $1 billion. I think it will get to maybe the 800 million mark confidently, especially with all the hype surrounding it coming closer to the release date. Hope that I'm wrong and it just exceeds $1 billion and absolutely takes off, and it's an absolute masterpiece. James Gunn just being on the title, that's going to entice people to go see it within the cinemas. Let's support my boy Superman. Come on. But that's going to solve the list. Thanks so much for clicking on the video and checking it out. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that rubbish. I'll see you all on the next video. Mwah.